Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. In the last video, quick recap, started off in Belfast, somehow missed all of these places, travelled down this road here and then across, and finally managed to unlock Gaeliv, which is Galway, Gaeliv, in the Republic of Ireland. And then I said that I was looking for something that might take me to maybe Kilkenny. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to attempt it. I will have to look it up. Or Loch Garman, which is Wexford. And I could not find anything that was suitable. However, looking around the area, I did find something in Port Large. And that is this one right here. 16 tons of sand. Going to home base kind of makes sense. Maybe it goes to the garden stores of home base. I do not know. You would think maybe it's a home base distribution yard. Maybe they'll bag up the sand or something. I have no idea. I'm trying to make something up that makes sense there. But yes, we have this. We could go up to Lisbon, but we have this one, sand, 16 tons of it, and I thought this is actually a really good one because not only will it unlock Loch Garman, it will get me on some of the roads on the M4 that I've not yet unlocked in the eastbound direction, and it will allow me to travel down the M5 where I've not yet unlocked, and into Exeter, which I've also not yet visited and unlocked. So you'll notice that most of the cities in the UK are done. So we've got, what do we have missing? We've got Aberdeen missing there. We've got Fraserburgh missing there. That looks like Heysham. Okay, that's Porthmadog right there. We've got Exeter missing there. Then we've got Kilkenny, Loch Garman, Newry, Lisbon, Antrim, and Ballymena. Ballymena. I have no idea how that one is pronounced either. Then we've got a few up here as well, Stornoway and these two, Loch Boysdale and Ballyvannick up there. But for the most part, every town, every city in the UK is currently unlocked. And in the south part, in England certainly, the only one that is missing would be Heysham and Exeter. And Exeter is not somewhere I go very often. I do not tend to go down this way. There are only two roads really going down this way. Is that the A303, the A3 and the M5. So yes, I want to unlock that, get that out of the way. So that is today's plan. Part of this video is going to be in the dark. I just do not know how dark, but we've had a few videos in the daytime. So hopefully it isn't too dark. Certainly the first parts will be in the daytime going through sunset. And the second part should be coming up to sunrise, so it should be all right if I've planned this correctly. Which, let's be honest, I probably haven't. Make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started. And I'm just thinking, do I need to top up some fuel? I will top up fuel once I'm back in Wales. I think I will do that at that point, or maybe in Loch Garman. Not sure. Let's get started. Okay, so the sun is setting. I have no idea how far I have to go for this. Hopefully not too far to pick this up. Although the further I go to pick this up, perhaps the better it is going to be when we get back into Wales. Yes, I think that might be a better option once we're back in Wales. One thing I've noticed, cycle routes. Since when have they become red? I've noticed this a lot, that cycle routes are now being marked in red. They used to be marked in... Why are you stopping? I'm pretty far from the line here. They used to be marked in green. Bus routes used to be marked in red. Oh, it's broken down. Yes, bus routes used to be marked in red. And cycle routes used to be marked in green. But at some point in time, this has changed. And I do not know when that was. I really, really do not. Go on. You very much almost hit that. Oh dear. It appears I'm having to go quite a distance. Not ideal. Why am I indicating for this? There is really only one way to go. Indicating off it might be useful. Yes, it does appear I'm having to go quite a distance for this one. Okay, why do you have your hazards on? We know there's traffic. Also see a lovely Mitsubishi Eclipse again. And you sir, with your double lorry, with your double trailer, are very, very silly. That was just silly. Yeah, no, this is pretty horrendous traffic. Look at this one. This one's going to try and hit me. That is bad. Just look at him. Okay, well, I guess it's already dark. Where exactly am I going? Wrong one. Ah, there. That is where I'm going. Up or down? Well, down into a quarry, I assume. Not too far. But this is quite a bit of traffic right now. Well, I thought I would. Thought it would be faster, but unfortunately, it is not. Of course, I do have the power to accelerate. If I can not do that. Yes, Port Loriga, Ireland's oldest city. We know this. There's the little stone bits over there. That was how many episodes ago now? Not the last episode, not the episode before that. Okay, still haven't unlocked that little bit there. Which is a little annoying. Just leave the indicator on because I am going all the way around. And onto a road I have not yet been on. Excellent. Now, if only there was a way to dim... Oh, this takes us right up to this... Well, that's... If only that was during the day. It takes us right up to that, the old building. That is a shame. That certainly is a shame. this is 50 through this? I do not think so. With a little mini roundabout too. 50 with a mini roundabout. Yes, no. That appears to be incorrect. Not a quarry. Not a quarry, just an industrial yard. I see a silo of some sort. I'm guessing this is just where I pick up the sand from. Oh, it is a bit of a quarry. No, yes. Yes, it is. Okay, freight market. I do get to pick. What do I get to pick? Tipper trailer or tipper trailer? Ah. My choices are between tipper and tipper. I mean, that one has a little bit more detail to it, doesn't it? Would the darker orange go well with... Yes, let's do this. Let's take this. Sand. Open top container to Belfast. No, do not be distracted. I know what I'm taking. I know what I'm doing. I'm looking for said trailer. Said trailer is... Where? There. This is a quarry of some sort. How do I get there, though? I'm not going to fit under that. Am I? No. I want to get around that side. How do I get around that side? Oh, hold on. There appears to be a way. There does appear to be a way. Through here. Here we go. This appears logical. I take that back. That is not logical. At the bottom. There we go. That is a way. So I need to go down there. I think I am going to have to fill up fuel. Let's go down here and around here. There we go. Oh, and I get to drive straight through the hopper. This is very different. I've not had a pickup like this before. My lorry is going to fit under that hopper, isn't it? Certainly hope so. Or my cab, should I say. Yes, should fit. Should be alright. Let's go connect this up. How am I supposed to connect this up? Shouldn't be too difficult, right? There we go. Okay, how does it look, is the question. Strange is the answer. Let's pull this forward. Strange is the answer. How does it look is the question. Strange is the answer. But I'd like to park it there so that I can try to get some sort of screenshot. Maybe if I had the engine on, that would be useful. There we go, I have some extra lights on. Okay. I can turn this to a different time of day, can I not? Oh, and it apparently changes the lights that are on. Although having it at night is actually really quite decent. bring that focus right back there. Right, this is a very, very different kind of... How do I... Yes, this is a very different kind of pickup. I've never picked up from something like this before. Also, just out of curiosity, what is it going to be like at certain times of the morning? 7 AM, it's still going to be dark. Why is it so dark at the moment? Isn't correct. That isn't what the real day-night cycle's supposed to be doing. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, this is heavy. Definitely heavy. Why am I missing gears now? So if my clutch is not being pressed in properly, I'm going to have to check that. Looks clear. Do I drive with beacons on, is the question. I could. What am I warning people of, though? That is the other question. What am I warning people of? That I'm carrying a truck full of sand. If you have an oil spill, just call me. I know what to do. Maybe. I do not know. Beacons or no beacons? I think beacons are probably unnecessary here. It is interesting though that in the last video I was looking at the beacons just to see what they were like, and then ended up having to use them in the yard. But I think for now, beacons are unnecessary for this particular job. This isn't too heavy, so things should be all right. Where am I going? N25? Probably. I'll figure it out. Yep, right the way around. So that bus is just going round and round. Welcome to the CRG N25 scheme. Alright. N25 East. Quite busy. Maybe I should... Oh, hang on. How do I say thank you? Beacons. Of course. Roundabout coming up. So this is all... Oh. The PPP scheme. What does that mean? What does that mean? The scheme ends here. So we joined the scheme and now the scheme's ended. Unfortunately. Oh, yes. I should probably lift my suspension up again. That would be useful. There we are. That will do. Okay, if you are going to let me go, I'm just going to go then. Thank you. I'm not sure exactly what the logic is there with what is going on. But I'm making the most of it. Right. Where exactly are we going? Historic New Ross. Is that an oxymoron? Historic New Ross. How can it be historic if it is new? Oh, it had to start raining. No, I've put rain probability down to just a few percent, and yet we still appear to get rain. That is just a very British thing, I'm guessing. It's just saying, well, yes, your rain probability is 10% or 5%. I think I've got it at extremely low, but it is the British Isles, so you know, deal with it. You are going to get that 5%. Maybe that's what it's doing. Switch my full beams on. There's no point not having them on if there is no other traffic on the roads. Plus, it means that you guys can see a little bit better. There's traffic on the roads. Both cars were indicating off, so join the roundabout smoothly. And exit the roundabout smoothly. Or make an attempt to do so. Would not always work. Loch Carman, 32 miles. 32 kilometres, sorry. 32 kilometres, 20 miles. And we are doing 30. No, we are not. We are doing less than 30. Why does this happen? That must be one very, very laden lorry or laden trailer. For the driver to not be able to go in excess of 25 at the moment. 25 miles per hour, that is. Oh dear. Well, hopefully everybody is having a good Friday. Is this coming out on a Friday? I should think so. I am actually going to make an attempt to record another video after this, if possible. Right, where am I going? Should I just fill up fuel? Fuel should be alright. Fuel is fine. I've missed it anyway. By the time I would have made that decision and checked everything, I would have missed it. I've got half a tank. I'm not sure why I'm looking at the digital display when I actually have a gauge. I have a fuel gauge and it is showing me half a tank. I do not need the digital display. I'm indicating early because I have to change the lane for annoying reasons. Otherwise I would not indicate until I was after that turn. Right. Go across this one. rain has stopped. Good. And we are in Loch Garman. Welcome to Wexford. And heel and towing. Oh no, wait. Oh, am I not going to end up unlocking Wexford because it is going to happen, isn't it? I'm going to go all the way around. Sorry, I want to make sure I actually unlock Wexford proper. Because otherwise that would have been a waste of a journey. Well, not exactly a waste of a journey, but certainly would have been a little silly. There we go. Loch Garman. Can I turn in here? Yes, I can. I was going to try and do a U-turn, that's why I went up on the curb, but realised that is not going to happen. When I can just turn it around right here. There we go, Loch Garman now discovered, so now I can visit back here whenever I wish. Oh, it's uphill. Okay. Now we can get on to where we need to be. Which is the ferry. Get the ferry over. Actually, for this one I can be in the outside lane, so I'll do that. And then indicate off. Switch that off. Try not to blind people, even though they are not real. I do try not to blind people. Here is a question for people. Are the signs... Oh, broken down vehicle up ahead. Are the signs... how has that person done that? Road signs or road signs, lane markings, things like that. Would you, wherever you are from, are they similar to what you see in Britain? So obviously I've seen them around in ETS2. Are they correct? Is that what it is like? And also, are there road signs that you see that perhaps you look at and you see all lane markings and you think, what does that actually mean? Maybe that is why cycle lanes have turned to red. Maybe they're trying to make all cycle lanes the same colour across Europe. Which is silly because green cycle lanes were perfectly alright. I think I'm going here. Must be the only... It does appear to be the only place I can go. I'm assuming I have to go onto the weighbridge. And there's another stop sign. I'm actually going to ignore that stop sign. Because that stop sign would be if the weighbridge was functional. And it is not. Go. Right. Over to Fishguard. 3 hours, 9 minutes. It's going to be, what, 2 in the morning when I get there? Something like that. 2:30 in the morning. Alright. Plenty of fuel. I'm actually starting to get used to driving this this cab again. With the gearing, and I'm going to be swapping back to the second gen. I thought I saw a Lamborghini there. It looks like a Huracan. Skoda. Am I even on the right side of the road here? Is this supposed to be... No, this is not a two-way road. This is definitely a one-way road. I think I've asked this question before. I ask this question every time I come to Fishguard. What's it again? Abergwen. Something like that. Thank you. Continue out this way. Bus stop. Yes, I am actually getting used to using the gears here. There it is. Abergwen. That is it, not Guan. Abergwen. Except I am still messing up those bits. I'm not sure why. I seem to be able to slip the gears a little, or not slip the gears a little better, but match the next gear a little better. But I cannot appear to get it into gear better anymore, or get it into gear the way I used to be able to, which is a little strange, but there we go. That was interesting. Maybe that... Oh, that was a crawler lane. That is what that was. That was very much a crawler lane. Head towards Haverfordwest. And this is getting on to the M4. Because this is where the M4 ends. In Fishguard. So we should be joining the M4. Will it be junction 1 of the M4 that's... Yes, it is. It should become junction 1 of the M4. Or junction... It may not be junction 1 of it. Did that person actually try to overtake? That was very silly of you, crouch recovery vehicle. This isn't junction 1. Junction 1 of the M4's on the London side. This is junction whatever it is of the M4. Yeah, London side is junction 1. St. Clair in this direction. I'm struggling to, I mean, I'm accelerating up to 40. It is a little bit more difficult with this particular truck. Oh, Araf. It's nice and slow. Keep it slow. S-bend, that is why. And a roundabout's coming up. I think Clanfire is this way too. That is the long one with which ends with the go go go. I think most people just call it Clanfire. Might as well use the beams whilst I can. Oh, there is a vehicle coming in the opposite direction. thought that was on my side of the carriageway, I'll be honest. And another roundabout. A4066 is not where I want to go. M4, A40 is where I want to go. Currently on the A40, this also goes all the way to London, Uxbridge. Goes through that side. Heads in right towards Oxford Street. I am using a fair amount of fuel here though. Just because, well, this is a little heavier than I normally. Actually, 16 tons is not that heavy. Not for this particular cab. Although my other cab does have an additional 10 bhp, and the torque settings on that cab are slightly different. I think it has a little bit more low down torque as opposed to this one. This one you do have to rev a little bit more, I believe. Right. Swansea or Abertawe, this way. This should work fairly well in my favour now. This is going to be a slightly longer episode. Here we go. Junction M4, junction 49 of the M4. That is where we are. Llanelli is also in this direction. That's a little bit awkward. I cannot see that one. I would put the handbrake on, but I think this is going to change any second now. There it goes. Hope if I get the right gear. Here we go. Junction 49, M4. Junction 49, junction 45 apparently already. I swear that said junction 49. Maybe I misread it. That is possible. Very possible for me to have misread that. Okay, on the M4, next junction I have to worry about is the M5, M4, M5 Cloverleaf Junction, or whatever it is, towards Bristol. Although, obviously, I'll be continuing past Bristol and heading over to Exeter. It's 5 in the morning. The sun should be coming up, actually, fairly soon. I do see the moon still in my mirrors. That's going to be heading out towards. That's heading out towards the English Channel. That side. Well, actually, it wouldn't be the English Channel. It'd be the Severn Estuary, wouldn't it? Because we've got Cornwall and Dorset on that side, and Devon, well, not Dorset, Devon and Cornwall. Dorset's slightly further down. So Devon and Cornwall would be on that side, so that would be towards the Severn Estuary. Oh, come on, truck, you can do it. You can do it if you B&Q it. I wonder if B&Q still use that slogan. Doubt it. Cardiff, no. That is actually not illegal at the back. I do not believe the neon lights would be illegal at the back. Head towards Birmingham. At the front the red would be, but not at the back. I do not think. And certainly on the sides I think there would be. It's just better not to have neon lights on. Stay here for the M4. Roman remains, yes. Oh, speaking of Roman remains, just a bit more of news. They found another, or indications of another Roman fort in Wales, which has changed the way people have thought. Archaeologists and historians are thinking about how far the Romans actually made it into Wales, and what the relationship was between the Welsh tribes and the Romans. It was probably a little bit more tenuous than first believed. So yes, there we go, a little tidbit of information. I'm not exactly sure where the fort is. I think the fort's location may not have been publicised, just because they do not want people to. I think this current generation, what appears to happen quite a lot is that you will get people. I call this the TikToker generation, and I might be saying that. Some people might think I'm saying that with consternation. I probably am to an extent, because I'm not a... Oh, what's has happened here? Oh, one lane closure. This should just be 50. Alright. I probably am, as I said, to an extent. Why are you slowing down even more? Because it is that generation that... And it isn't everybody, of course, and previous generations have got onto it. So I'm not talking about it as an age generation, but it is that generation of TikTok users, whoever you are. But a bunch of them, they will just go, as we come across Severn Bridge and into England, they will just go and pick a location. So they'll see something and decide to go there and start taking photos and take stuff from it. And this has happened in other countries before. I do remember watching a video by an American who said they could not believe how open historical sites are in the UK, because of that. If it was America, someone would probably just go there and start taking things. And I think that is starting to filter in to... That is definitely starting to filter into the United Kingdom with this current generation. They just want to take photographs of everything and take everything and not really appreciate a number of things that happen. So yes, not heading towards Gloucester. I actually am in the wrong lane. I did not realise that this one opened up to 2 lanes. So Gloucester that way, Birmingham that way, and all of that sort of stuff. Up the M5 all the way connects up to the M6. And then Bristol, part of Bristol, this way, not too far. You can just turn off here towards Filton and Bristol Airport. Avonmouth, Weston-super-Mare. Avonmouth just means Rivermouth, Avonmouth. Then you got Weston-super-Mare, that way, Bristol just around here, and then continue along and we have Exeter. But yes, back to what I was saying. there just appears to be this thing of taking photos of everything and not really thinking about what you are doing. It's just more of, as the sun comes up, could you call it living in the moment? I do not know. Thank you. I was going to flash you to let you know that you can move out of lane. Should not have double trailers on British roads. I'm fairly sure those are illegal. Fairly sure of that. And just to make it clear, I'm not saying that it is wrong to see something and wish to take a photograph, but if you are then getting in the way and maybe taking things or deciding, oh, you know, nobody's going to miss this, it's 3,000 years old, I'll just take a piece. Maybe not. Maybe not so much. And there is a lot more that I could potentially talk about with the whole TikToker generation, or just the use of TikTok in general, or Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is. I've decided to fill up fuel. Yes, whatever it is, it just is something to be thinking about. There we go. And I'm by no means saying I am perfect, and I do not do any of this stuff. Okay, yes, I do not do a lot of it, but maybe there are things that I do that are also not great. It's just something to perhaps think about, and I just think that everything has become about the here and now. That isn't quite what it should be. But we are getting to the end of this video, and it certainly is not going to be too long before we get to Exeter. This is a proper service station, slip road as well. Plenty of room to accelerate out. I just have to try and make sure we get the lane correct. And make sure that there is, yep, I can feed in. That is a really good, that there is a really good example of a service station done well. This area of England is that ST2? Is that Mondeo ST220? This area of England is known as I think it's the Exeter area of outstanding natural beauty. Some of this area. So, oh, okay, just randomly caught an ups lorry. I was just looking at whether a decent sunrise shot is possible, which actually, funnily enough, it is. Oh, it isn't now. Boo. Do it again, try again. Try not to zoom in. Why do I have oh yes, I have an Irish plate, of course, I came from Ireland. So why do I have an Irish plate? Think about it for a moment, you idiot. There we go. That could be a thumbnail. Although I think I have the thumbnail for this one. It is that location, that pickup location. Right, Barnstable, Tiverton, Wellington. We're not going to any of those. Continuing off to Exeter, which is a little bit further. Oh, I say a little bit further. In ETS2 it is going to be just a little bit further. Not junction 27. This does look fairly realistic though. for the M5. This area does look very much like the M5 in this area. So yes, very well done. Just continue down here. Probably the next junction in ETS2 will give me the Exeter turn off. Let's find out. If not, I may make an attempt to overtake, but I think it probably will be. Well, that's an airport, so that's probably Exeter Airport. It is Exeter Airport. A30 Honiton. What would be really nice if there was some better ground fog, because that would be extremely realistic too. At this time of day, as the sun comes up, you would see a little bit of fog down in the fields. Let's go back to a low gear. I think I still have to go. Yep, still going to. Oh no, I am turning off right here. Thought, am I going to continue towards Torquay or Okehampton? Okehampton, well done. What's a weird junction? I was expecting a roundabout. As you can see, I've never been to this part. Never been here before. But I was expecting a roundabout. Bus lane. Okay, this brings the whole point of the red in the UK bus lane. So yes, that is that little bit of a I say confusion, not really confusion, but just that little bit of strangeness in which I would have thought that they would keep cycle lanes green and bus lanes are red, or bus and taxi lanes. It just, to me, it just appears like that would be the correct thing to do. Saloon Ford Mondeo Mark 4, 5, whatever it is. Where am I delivering this? Home base, isn't it? Which is right there with Argos. As you would expect. That would make sense. Sometimes you find, we used to find Argos and home base together. Now you find Argos inside a Sainsbury's. Right, where exactly am I? Probably at the back. I think this is just a trade delivery. That is literally what this is. Thank you. I have my beacons on right now, so I do not need the hazards. No need to use those. Right, what is this parking spot? Let me see. And why would you have pallets on a mini roundabout? And not too bad a parking spot. I'm going to have to be a little careful about it. I just straighten this up, and then this is going to be. This isn't the easiest of parking spots, but it should not be too difficult as long as I can be very careful with where I'm turning this. Go on. There we go. Ah, Not got it in the right spot. That's annoying. I thought I'm... Actually, okay. Idea. Why did I not just think of this? Can I reverse it on that mirror? The reason I do not reverse it on that mirror is because it is much harder for me to see anything with the size of that mirror. But I might be able to. Still not quite. This turns very quickly. I've noticed that much is for certain. So I've got to be quite wary of that. Is that too far over the other way now? Potentially. Yes, it is. Am I going to be able to correct this? Possibly, if I just go a bit further back and then turn. Should be alright. Little bump. Go on. Come on. Shouldn't be hitting anything. I'm not hitting anything. There just appears to be a bounding box there of something that isn't there. I didn't think I was hitting even that small. Hang on. I've just realised I've now got it in a situation where this should now be a lot simpler. Who's left these pallets like that? That is what the problem is. Well, that and my inability to reverse a lorry. But again, how am I supposed to get this in? What is it that is stopping me? It's one of these pallets. At this point, if it even just turns green, I'll take it. There we go. That has turned green. I know I'm still reversing it a little. It's only so I can make it easier for me to actually get out. Right. Now, question is, what was I hitting? I just want to check that. I don't think I was... Oh, maybe I was scraping the edge of that. Yeah, maybe it was this pallet right here. In the bottom left of the screen. Maybe. In reality, what would I have really done? Picked that up and shoved it out the way. But got there in the end. Time to end that particular run. And that would be the end of this particular video. So, £26,000. Might as well check these. Use packaging to Felix style. Not particularly something I want to take. In fact, I've done everything in this area now. So that isn't much. There isn't much or anything really left to do. Is there? No. Let's take some of these roads. The A36. 330, not A3. A3 goes down this way. A30. M3. Yes, M3 down there and then A30. I mentioned this earlier. I said A3. I think I said A303. A3. I meant A303, A30. It's M3, A303, A30. So there we go. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me. I'm going to have to figure out where to go next to take things. Ooh, that could be something. Maybe time to head off to Portugal for the first time. There is a possibility there, but I'm going to have to take a look and see what is what before the next video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you once again, and I'll see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2.